What surprises came out of these two series? Oh, that's right. Absolutely nothing.
Listen,
no surprises whatsoever.
Let's just sweep away the Edmonton Oilers. Peace out. If you wanted any dream about the Canadian team winning the Stanley Cup,
you can
see you next year.
Bye.
Because we're going to get
Canadian team that's going to come close to that cup is the Leafs. I don't care.
So first, we're going to start with the Tampa series.
Let's get right into what crap show went on here. Here we go.
So this was the longest series of the two.
Yes.
6 games. It went to 6 games. New York took the first game 6-2, shocked everybody. Took the second game, which means Vasilevsky's streak at coming back after a win,
after a loss, ended on that day. 3-2 New York win. And you thought the New York Rangers would come back and sweep away but they didn't. Guess what? Tampa just
3-2.
4 straight.
3-2. Took game 3. Took game 4, 4-1. And then took game 5, 3-1. And then took game 6, 2-1.
With that goal that I was watching game 6, the goal that got knocked in by Steven Stamkos.
I don't believe in the hand pass. People believe, but I don't.
It wasn't a hand pass. You could have said the people were saying, "Oh, goaltender interference. He kicked his pad." But
no,
it bounced in.
Next series, the most uninteresting series of them all. Edmonton. Zach Hyman, once again, left the team for 2 rounds longer.
The battle of the former Leafs, Hyman and Kadri.
And Kadri ended up winning. He's going on to the Stanley Cup Final.
But is unsure if he'll even play in it.
Who knows?
With his
Colorado,
finger.
8-6 game 1, 4-0 game 2, 4-2 game 3, and 6-5 game 4. There was also a controversial goal that should have probably been allowed, but I guess not.
No. And now we have the matchup of the Colorado Avalanche and the Tampa Bay Lightning in your 2022 Stanley Cup.
And you want to know the funnest stat of them all? You want to know what the funnest stat is? Okay, let's go through the stat, okay? So 2019, Boston beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. Goes on to the Stanley Cup Final. 2021, Montreal beat the Toronto Maple Leafs all the way to the Stanley Cup Final. Tampa beat the Toronto Maple Leafs all the way to the Stanley Cup Final. 3 times the Toronto Maple Leafs could have made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Final. And
you know what I find even just an odd...
This is just adding to the memes. This is just adding to the memes of the people.
The last 4 seasons, which team from which division has gone on to the Stanley Cup Final? It's always an Atlantic Division team. Always, Atlantic Division is going to the Stanley Cup Final. What does that prove? The Atlantic Division is the most competitive division.
I'm upset. I'm upset because this just adds to the memes.
Yeah.
I would have thought if we won the first round and then we won the Stanley Cup.
Show a Leafs fan these 3 logos. And
they'll be mad. They'll want to punch the screen.
Yes.
But anyway, Boston, Montreal, Tampa all beat the Toronto Maple Leafs and went on to the Stanley Cup Final. Woo! Fantastic.
And Perry played with Dallas in the final and Habs in the final, and
will we get that Stanley Cup
in the final?
Will we get that Stanley Cup, or will the Tampa Bay Lightning get the throne?
So
But
the first game is Wednesday, June 15th. Every game is 8 p.m. as per usual.
And we will see who claims Lord Stanley.
Which
I swear to God, if it's Tampa Bay, I'm predicting it right now. Tampa Bay is going to win the Stanley Cup.
I don't.
Once again,
I don't know.
Just to add to the memes. Just to add to it.
I kind of want Colorado to win because, well,
I want Colorado to win for the simple reason, but do you want Kadri to win? Because Kadri's also on that Colorado team.
I don't know.
Colorado, at least we get the same Saturday, because if Tampa wins the Stanley Cup, not only do they win back-to-back Stanley Cups, but they also went to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs all the way to the Stanley Cup Final and win. Oh.
Yet again, I feel like
I feel robbed.
We lost to took our spot in the final.
I feel robbed. I feel like the Toronto Maple Leafs beat themselves once again.
You know what's even more funny? The fact that last season both Atlantic teams went on to the Stanley Cup Final because of the mismatched divisions, which is not normal, but it's interesting how there's always an Atlantic team that finds their way into the Stanley Cup Final.
I can't wait what to see. I don't know what to say. I don't even care about this series.
We have another interesting season coming up next year.
Campbell looks like he's out the door.
Yep.
Blackwell looks like he's out the door. Ilya Labushkin looks like he's out the door.
It's making me sad.
I don't even want to say goodbye to Campbell. You know, I want to keep him, but
they're talking about in his camp how they're asking for $5 million a year, which the Leafs don't want to give, which is fair. Like $5 million is a lot to ask.
But what's the goalie market like? You're gonna have to trade for somebody.
The Leafs want to look for an under-the-radar goalie that hasn't broken out yet. But how can you be so sure that they're gonna break out? They're always betting on those.
Peter Mrazek broken out in more ways than one. Sucked.
Yeah.
I just can't. Peter Mrazek needs to go. He's probably gonna be traded, and we're gonna have to pay an arm and a leg just to get him out.
Steve Briere is out the door for a goaltending coach, which is an interesting move. I thought I didn't really want to see that last season or something.
But who knows? The guy. Time to give another person the seat. I'm kind of upset. Because I don't know what Campbell's gonna do and what Ilya Labushkin. One goal. Not even a known player. He was a nobody until he came to Toronto, and all of a sudden he ravishes. This is what sucks. This is what sucks.
Andre Fleury's contract.
I don't know. I don't even want him. Nowhere near.
They need a goalie with playoff experience, not a goalie that hasn't.
They got a playoff experience goaltender. They got Campbell, who's experienced the Stanley Cup.
We need someone like.
But he was a backup. See my problem? He was a backup goaltender until he came here to Toronto. Ilya Labushkin. Nobody knew who the hell he was.
Michael Bunting.
He was
in the freaking AHL of the Coyotes.
He was somebody. He was a minor. He was an AHLer.
Oh, and then here and he's
ravishes. This is my problem. We make players. And then just gives them away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We make players great and then they go because the team leads to no success.
I'm upset. I want better results next year. And I'm staring at you, Kyle.
Okay.
You're in the hot seat next year. No. Kyle Dubas.
He's in the hot seat because if nothing comes out of this team next season, our stars are not going to want to re-sign. Management is going to be seeing some big changes.
It's going to be a really interesting offseason. Like every year.
This team is going to get hit by a wrecking ball.
Last year, 2020 was a year of despise. I hated the Montreal Canadiens and they beat us. In 2021, sorry. 2021, they got beaten by themselves in a series where they were leading 3-1. Add to the memes.
That's how we always leave.
We're a meme city. We blew on ourselves. We shit on ourselves, basically. That's what we do.
We
dunk on ourselves.
Game 5 and 6 of the Montreal game in overtime. One goal is all you needed. Game 6 of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I blame you, Travis Dermott. Travis,
yes.
I love you. You're a great player, but come on, man. You didn't have to do the spinorama thingy. You didn't have to do that. That was a useless play. I'm never gonna forget that. I'm done. done.
Justin Hall.
Oh, Justin Hall.
His interference.
Put a pylon.
Yes.
Literally, I understand, but it's game 7 of a Tampa Bay series where usually in game 7 they swallow the whistles and put the whistles away, and all of a sudden Justin Hall comes here, gives a nice little shove, and moves it on the puck, and somehow interference. What? I mean, it is a soft call for once. It is a soft call, yes. But it's game 7. What are you doing, Justin? If you're going to check, finish the check. Oh my God, it would have been much better if you just finished it, because then we would have said, you know what, he finished it. Yeah, go ahead. But it was just like a get him off the puck type of move, man. Well, come on.
What's done is...
I'm done. I don't care. I don't care if the Tampa...
Colorado, Tampa,
who cares? Shamalama-Dunang. Nobody cares. Idolize one of these teams. They made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Final. Idolize one of them. Look up to them. Look how you can get better next year. I swear to God, if it's another first round exit next year, I am going to be flooded. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be mad.
We were disappointed, but hey, they did a good job.
They took the Tampa Bay champions. They took the Tampa Bay all the way to game 7.
Season. Is it gonna be Tampa again? Is it gonna be Boston? Is Florida gonna choke next season and we'll burst them? Are we gonna finish first in the division? Who the hell knows?
There's a lot of questions to be answered, and we don't even know if Jack Campbell's gonna come back to Toronto. I'm really crossing my fingers.
He is doubting that, but
I'm hoping and praying. I want to hope and a prayer.
A thread.
Hanging on a thread. Come back, Golden. We need you, Golden Retriever. Come here. Give him a little treat. Give him a little treat.
I feel like we're gonna get devastated, and it's gonna be the Hyman situation. He's gonna ask for too much, and they're not gonna want to give in. I'm
gonna be angry. I don't know what else to do.
What's gonna happen?
We're losing our players for nothing.
They're starting to do talks with Mikheyev, and they're looking at asking for 3.5 AAV. But
listen, Mikheyev is one of the. Where's Ilya Labushkin? Where's the decor? I want the decor to stay as it is, because the decor worked. Campbell needs to be back. Forget Ilya Mikheyev. Shoot him out the door. I don't care if he has speed. We can find a McDavid. We can find somebody, a McDavid type, in the flesh. Move out the way. Make some room for Matthew Nyes. You know, when he comes here next year,
he doesn't even want him because he wants to play against
because he doesn't want to play for the Toronto.
He could have been a top line winger, but no.
Nobody cares. I'm done with the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm gonna be back next year with the Toronto Maple Leafs content. I'm just done talking about this. We got
the summer coming up. We got the off season coming up. We got one more series to this crown, the champion is crowned.
And we'll see what American team.
Yes, keyword.
American team.
Gary Bettman.
Gary Bettman. I hate you, bald. You're a baldy.
And
no wonder you get booed out of the stadium.
93.
93. When he took control, 93. Controversy right there.
Canadians win.
You want to hear a cup of tea? You want to hear a cup of tea? You want to hear a controversy? Guess when Gary Bettman here took over the league. 93, the last time the Canadian team won the Stanley Cup. You make yourself down here, Gary.
Can we sweep this guy out of office?
And he's an American. He loves America.
You know, the way he sees it is that he wants to give the teams that don't make much revenue, he wants to get them the Stanley Cup.
Next year, Arizona's going to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Watch.
Because he knows that the Canadian teams generate enough revenue on their own. The Leafs generate the most revenue along the...
And they don't even give us a Stanley Cup for our contributions.
You know how much revenue they would make if the Leafs actually won a Stanley Cup? Probably double.
I would buy into their fucking t-shirts. I would buy into their t-shirts.
Yes.
Why? I wouldn't want to spend on merch. Because I want to memorize this memory forever. It would be right there on the wall or right there on the wall. Some Stanley Cup merch. Right there. Well, we'll have to wait till next year. Hopefully he decides the Canadian team should win next year. Time starts now, Toronto. Let's see.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We hope you enjoyed this rant and whatever it was.
I don't even care.
We will see you to see who is crowned the Stanley Cup champion.
Peace.